Okay, so this is kind of a final look for the character design for the Nida, and well, he didn't have really a name in the series. the demon from the last season of Black Mirror, the episode Demon 1979. So we have a demon here, and Nina, they're gonna be like kind of levitating, floating in a space in the void that they headed into in the end of the episode. But I wanted to draw the demon in his primal demon appearance, not the appearance that he, was in majority of the episode, which is also really cute. But I wanted to create this kind of a monstrosity of his primal, his original form. I'm gonna create later on a turnaround and facial expressions for them to be a full-on usable characters. Today I'm working on a small animation for a, I want to just put it in every video after the video finished, just like a small clip with some information. So I want to make it like pretty and kind of interesting. So I'm gonna make this animation of me, kind of me, and then I'm just gonna place some text around. Is it hot today? Whew. I'm gonna try to record outside, even though cicadas going crazy today. But I hope the sound of my voice is clear enough to hear anything. I usually love the sound of cicadas. Okay, I'm trying a different location now because I just watched the videos I recorded. It's so loud. It's probably because there are the most amount of trees there by the pond, and cicadas, they are all on the trees right now. So as I said, yeah, I'm currently heading out to a printing shop to print some documents for my visa application. And I kind of thought to make a separate video on my visa, my personal visa situation, and just in general to tell you a little bit more about visa procedures in China, or visa procedures for China. And initially I wanted to make a separate video on this topic, but then I thought it's not going to be that voluminous, so I'm just going to be squeezing it in this vlog probably. So there are a variety of different visa types for China, but I think the most common ones, the most frequently applied for visas are student visa, business visa, and work visa. So business visa, of course, because a lot of people right now, well, not only right now, for a long time already been doing some kind of business in China. So they are basically staying here almost permanently, and they have their own business registered here. So they usually applying for business visas. Student visas also are quite popular, of course, because people are, coming to China to study, myself included. I just finished my master's here this summer. And work visas, of course, a lot of people are expats in different countries, China as well, and people coming here to work. Actually, a lot of them are English teachers. So to apply to any kind of visa, you of course need to collect specific amount of documents and apply through Chinese embassy in your country if you're going for the first time. For me personally, what happened is that I'm based in China. I've been living in China for years already, and I've been on student visa this whole time. And currently, because I've graduated this summer, I have to change it to, that's it, I'm finished studying, so I cannot be on a student visa anymore. So I need to change it to a work visa. So while we had all this COVID situation in China, nobody could really leave and come back. So you could leave, but you wouldn't be able to come back to China. So we had to stay in China like all this time for 3 years. And during that time, you could change your visa types inside the country through the exit entry bureau. But because COVID situation ended right now, we can leave. And now the request is to leave the country to change the visa type. So if you're just extending the visa, you're still staying on, work visa basically, or student visa. You can apply here in your city. But if you're changing visa types, you have to leave the country and apply in a Chinese embassy and then enter China. So last month I planned to make this quick trip to Hong Kong, apply there for my Z visa, enter China, change it to the resident permit. But what happened that apparently I didn't know about it. I called to the Chinese visa center in Hong Kong and everything was fine. They never mentioned anything negative about foreigners as tourists applying for the work visa in Hong Kong. And then we went there, me and my boyfriend, we went there, and the visa center worker on the spot already told us that there are some nationalities that in the list, in this, not all the nationalities, but some nationalities that they can't issue work visas to unless these nationalities have a long-term Hongkongese visa. And now for the past 2 weeks, I had to reapply for my C visa because when your employer, that's what I didn't mention, your employer need to submit an application for you with your all information, with all of your documents, and then you're going to get a notification letter. So that notification letter is one of the most important steps. This notification letter means that you are eligible to apply for a work visa. So basically, your passport, of course, notification letter, your degree, and your previous job experiences, like letters or like CV, is the most important documents that you need to take with you when you're applying for a visa. And so I needed to reapply, go through this whole process again, because this notification letter, this application on the website mentions specific embassy, not the embassy, specific visa center you're applying at. And the previous one was, of course, marked as Hong Kong visa center. So I needed to reapply again. So right now I'm waiting for my second notification letter, which hopefully will come today. It should come through today or tomorrow morning. With that new letter, I'm gonna go to Macau, and that will gonna be a solitary trip because my boyfriend won't be able to go with me because he's working right now. So it's gonna be a hell of a trip because I hate travel alone. So I hope this trip gonna go well, and that's definitely gonna be beneficial for my personal growth, because this is the thing I really want to cultivate in myself, being okay with traveling alone, and finding joy in just being by myself while I travel, because it's not always you can be with someone, and it's good to be comfortable with the idea of traveling by yourself. Now let's go get that bike and drive to the printing shop and print my documents. Okay, I got my documents printed and I'm thinking to go to gym. Okay, it's not that bad in gym. So it's gonna be much hotter because the outside the pavement is melting. It's super hot. It's like 38 degrees. They also have this weird saying here in this gym when it's just hot outside, they would just switch off all the ACs and just open windows. And when I asked them once, one of the trainers, why are they doing this? He's like, because it's nice to sweat when you exercise. Well, yeah, I guess, but like sometimes I'm literally about to faint. Not because of the exercises, but just because it's so hot. Oh, okay. I survived. Ordered myself some food and just gonna chill for a bit and then probably edit this video. Also been thinking lately about how different is it to create videos for YouTube and to consume them, to be a viewer. Because sometimes, like, I just realized it now, sometimes the smallest shot, the smallest thing you're taking videos of, maybe there is some kind of like water lily or I don't know, a scenery of some sorts. And when you just watch a video on YouTube, you don't really pay attention to these things as much, even though the person puts a lot of effort in making it. But when you actually and you think that like even the smallest thing that might be insignificant for you as a viewer could be so artistic and had some meaning behind it if you are a creator. It's so weird. And also, of course, I've been struggling a little bit with just generally form and deliver my thoughts in a more coherent way and talking to a camera, because I just started my YouTube channel literally like a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I really hope you will enjoy the videos I make, because I put a lot of effort in making it and creating like interesting and soothing content. And I really hope to create this kind of sense of community and sense of relatability, when you can. It's always good when you can relate to someone or something, some story or some person. We all, in the end of the day, have similar problems and similar, in a way, goals. And yeah, I just hope to create this small kind of place on the internet where I feel myself at peace, comfortable, and you can also come around anytime and watch my videos and relate to something, feel comfortable and heard. And yeah, I see you guys in the next video.